Here we have an iPhone 6 battery replacement. First step, make sure it's powered down. This one is. Camera's messed up. Okay. Taking a pentalobe screwdriver, we're going to remove these screws. Use a magnetic mat to keep your workstation organized. Now that these two screws are gone, you are going to use a pry tool, something that's thin and flexible, and you are going to insert it between the aluminum case and the screen itself. This can take some effort and some patience and some practice. The iPhone 6 does not have any adhesive, so you just have to take your time. Because we're not doing a screen replacement, it's extra important to not break the screen as you remove the clips. And it just slowly unclips. Once you have the majority of the clips unhinged, using your hands, and slowly wiggle the screen out, being careful as to not rip any of the ribbons on the inside. At this point, I like to get something that the phone can lean against so I can keep my hands free. We switch to a regular Phillips head screwdriver, and we are going to remove the battery connection so we don't cause any damage to the logic board as we are fixing the phone. So you are going to be removing this metal plate, 2 screws. Remember the order because both screws are different sizes. Using a plastic spudger tool, remove the plastic piece easily like that. What I like to do is I like to put my plate and my screws near the holes. This is the battery connector, and you're going to pop this quite simply and remove it. Now this phone is safe and sound. Now, since it's a battery replacement, we wouldn't have to remove the screws here, but to be safe and so we don't mess anything up, we are going to go ahead and remove the screen just for safety. There are 5 screws that need to be removed. And again, the screws are different sizes, so keep that in mind as you order them on your magnetic mat. You can use tweezers like these as long as it says ESD safe on it. That gives you an opportunity to grab at what you need to grab. Now there's several connectors here, one being the camera, one being the digitizer, one being the LCD screen, and one being the Touch ID. Again, being careful. So pry it up. Once all 4 connectors are gone, you can then remove the screen. Now we're safe. Okay. To remove the battery, there are 2 tabs that live at the bottom of it. There are sticky tabs. So we need to use the edge of this tool and slowly remove the sticker. Now this can be a little tedious, so we're going to have to take our time. Think of it as a command strip. You have to pull the tab at a certain angle to break the glue, the sticker that lives behind this battery. So we're going to grab it with our fingers. Okay, and now you'll notice I have it. Now I can't go at a sharp angle or it'll break, and I can't go at too of a shallow angle or it'll break. like that. And if that happens, that's okay. We're going to use a tweezer and sort of turn that in to re-grip. So we're just going to be extra careful as we're pulling, low and slow, keeping a good grip on the phone. Re-gripping. You'll hear it sort of make some noise. Perfect. One down. Next, we'll do the other side. Okay, a little bit of a break there. Let's see if I can fix it. That's okay. Just wrap it around, get re-grip, and start the process over. Okay, pretty close. It probably broke on the inside. Now, if it's loose, it should come up pretty good. If it's not, take your tool here and just get under and slowly kind of pry up. So we didn't quite get all of the battery adhesive off, but that's okay. Since we're replacing this battery, it's not a big deal. Sometimes we're able to restart this process by lifting the battery up and grabbing onto it from here. Now I'm not going to go too hard at this battery because I don't want it to flex and put us in danger. I am going to grab a different tweezer though. One that's a little thinner. That I could possibly grab in here. Again, I'm using a circular motion to sort of grip this again, if I can. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Easy peasy. This battery's okay. All right. Now putting it back together. We have our new battery. We have some double-sided tape, which we will put on the back of the phone just to keep it in place. Take our new battery, take it out of the bag. Remove the backing to the double-sided tape. Place your battery. Okay, don't plug it in just yet because we have to replace the screen. Now that our battery is in, we can start to place the screen back on. So just go back in the order you took it apart. using gentle, even pressure. You do not want to bend or break any of the pins and connectors, so you don't push down in the middle, you go left to right or right to left. More. Okay. Take your shield, secure the first one, that way everything else goes in easier. Okay, once that one's in, you can start to replace each and every screw. Okay, now we can plug the battery in by connecting it back to the port. Get our shield, get our screw, and replace the screws. Once that's on, replace the screen by hooking in the plastic piece at the top. Then with nice even pressure, clip everything back in. Back to the pentalobe screws. Secure your screen. Notice how I put the screw on here. First I have a magnetic screw tip here. Makes it a lot easier. Get our charger that came with the phone. And plug it in. Phone turns on so far, so that's a good sign. We'll test for functionality, make sure the touch works. It's always a good idea to get the password from your customer, which we did not in this case. Okay, right now the battery's at 56%. Touch seems to work just fine. Power button works fine. Ringer works fine. Oh, no password, that's good. Okay, everything seems to be working just fine. We'll let it charge and see if it changes. Thanks for watching. This is an iPhone 6 battery replacement with a little bit of a screen. Uninstall and reinstall.